Welcome back, students of standard 10. Today I'll give you another type of sorting based question, that is a bubble sort based question. It's the same sorting technique, but the questions are a little different. We call it as multiple field sorting. In earlier cases, you might have noticed that we had done either with string, there is only one string, one array, and or one array of integer. Okay, but today we are going to make two arrays together and how to sort their elements. So let us understand with the help of a question. The question is, write a program to accept 20 names of students as well as their marks in computer in two separate arrays called n and m respectively. These are the two arrays. N stands for the names, will store names, and m will store the marks. Arrange the names as well as the marks in ascending order of marks. Remember, it is ascending order of marks. Okay, in ascending order of marks. So in terms of marks, using bubble sort technique, print the original list. So we will print the original list as well as the sorted list. That is after arranging the list that we are going to print. So remember, this is what exactly we have over here. So we will start with the solution so that you can understand better in ascending order of marks. So whenever we have multiple field sorting, okay, you might expect this in your ICC also. Whenever you have a multiple field sorting, always keep in mind one thing, that is the key field. The condition will be checked based on the key field. Like in this case, it is the key field is marks. There are two fields are there. One is name, the other is marks. So the key field name is marks. So on the basis of marks, we are going to arrange the marks as well as the name. So the basis, the field that forms the basis or the key field is considered as the base of the condition. So in the condition, we will check for the key field, and the swapping will be done on all the fields that are dependent, including the key field. Okay, so since there are two fields over here, name and marks, so we will be taking two temporary variables. One will be for the names, that is string type, and other will be for the marks, that is integer type. So let us understand with the solution here. Import space java newton.start. Obviously, you have to import the header file. Okay, so the package has to be imported in order to use the scanner. So class name we have taken marks. You can write any name for that. It's marks over here. Published any void main scanner s equals to new scanner system.in. Then declare these two arrays. This is the declaration of the arrays. Okay. So we have a package declaration. We have a class declaration. These are the command lines that you can write. Then we have the array declaration. So array declaration means you are defining the total number of elements. Each one can have. That is 20. So the name is taken as string n is equals to new string 20 and marks as int because it is going to store the numbers, numerals. So as a result, it is int m is equals to new int 20. The system.out and enter names as well as marks. So take a loop for int I equals to 0, I less than 20, I plus plus, and then ni is equals to sc.next or next line, anything. If you are taking one word, write next. If you are taking more than one word, use the next line. And then mi is equals to sc.next int, that is for the marks. So this is for accepting the marks as well as the names. So after having accepted, then what you do is you have to like this you have accepted. Suppose I have taken three names and 3 marks I have taken. Okay. So this is your input. So this part, the input part tells you about this way that you have accepted the names and the marks, and so now you are going to print it. So when you print, what happens? It is supposed to be printed this way: names, marks as the heading, and along with this, what you call the name and the mark that you have accepted. So here we go with the system on printed original list. So that's the original list will be printed on top as a heading. Original list will be printed here, and then system on printed name/p marks. So this is how the headings will be printed. Names and the marks heading will be printed. Thereafter, for int I equals 0 less than 20 I plus plus, system.out.println. Remember, use println. Okay, ni, that is the corresponding values of n, and of course what you call mi at the same time. So ni slash t mi. So ni is the name. As you find over your name, then slash t, there is a space over here, and then you have a marks. Again ni space slash t, then you have marks. Again ni, then you have a slash t, and then you have marks mi. Okay, so this is how it is going to be printed. So the first part that you have accepted and you have printed. So this is your original list. Then we move on to the main part, that is the main part of the topic, that is called the sorting. So let's start over here. So for bubble sort begins, I have just given a comment line over here. So now what happens, as I said, there are two fields. One is your name, the other is your marks. Therefore, you need to have two what you call temporary variables. So string temp1 is equals to null value and int temp2 is equals to 0. Now the loop will remain the same. Now if this is with a reference to marks, so we will take this way m. So for int I equals to 0, I less than m dot length minus 1, I plus plus. For int j equals to 0, j less than m dot length minus I minus 1 and j plus plus. Open bracket. If mj is greater than or equals to mj plus 1, then in such case what happens? This is the condition. So condition is based on the key field. Okay, the primary field. And the primary field over here is that is on what basis we are trying to arrange. That is on the basis of marks. So the marks is the key field or the primary field. So on the basis of marks, therefore marks will be compared here. So if mj greater than or equals to mj plus 1, then temp1 is equals to nj equals to nj plus 1, nj plus 1 equals to temp1. Okay, and that's how it goes here. Then the next one here, that is for the next field, that is marks. So temp2 is equal to mj equals to mj plus 1, mj plus 1 is equals to temp2. That's how this sorting, what you call, we have done the sorting part. And so here, close the bracket. This close bracket will be for the this condition. Then we have j loop, and then we will have the I loop. So there are three opening in there, and so therefore there will be three closing as such. So here, this is the closing of if condition, this is the closing of j loop, this is the closing of I loop. Then we move on to the sorted printing of the sorted list. The same way as we have done over here, that is printing of the original list. System order printer names, space, and then you have marks. So this is how names and space marks will be printed over here. Then after having sorted, as I said, ascending order of marks. So since ascending order of marks means on the basis of marks, the smaller will be on top. So in this case, 54 is smaller. So the corresponding name is y. So y will come top. So 54 and then y is over here. Then the next one is 70. Marks is 70. So marks will come over here. And the corresponding name is m. So m will also come over here. And finally we have 96. And then x will be. So this is how it is going to be. So I have done with 3, but this is with reference to 20. Okay, 20, 200, or any number of marks that you can take. So if you have understood this part, that's how you know the technique you have been able to understand what you call this out of 20 marks also, out of 20 numbers as well. So then what happens? For that is name we have marks we have printed as a heading. For int I equal to 0 and then 20 I plus plus. System order println ni plus slash t. See how it is written when you are printing the values. The slash t should be written within double quotes. And then mi. And then you have, of course, ending of loop, there is end of main function and then end of class. So this is what happens when you have a key field which is on the basis of marks. Okay. Now we will continue with this one. Now you know what happens is, suppose if you have to arrange this that is in descending order of marks. On the basis of that here is written in ascending order of marks. Suppose if I write the same thing over here as descending order of marks. So if I write the same, if I make a changes over here, descending order, then what changes you are going to make in this entire program? There is a simple part the way you have to make the changes, and this is here. It's only here at this case instead of less than, what you will do is you will write greater than, you will write over there less than symbol, and so what happens? This one changes, that is descending order of marks. Okay, so you have to be very careful while you are putting the less than and the greater than sign. So greater than equal to refers to ascending order, less than equal to refers to the descending order. So in such case, then what will happen? It will just get reversed. That is, in this case, this will become x, this will become 96. Okay, and it will remain as it is. And then here what happens? It will change, that is y, and then it will become 54. So now you see the descending order. On the basis of descending order of marks, we have arranged the names as well. So the next output will be this way. I hope you have understood this part, that is the difference between ascending and the descending order. Now another thing is, suppose if I say the same thing, that is we have to arrange them in alphabetical order of marks, what we call names. Alphabetical order of names. That means on the basis of names you have to do it. Then what are you going to do? Suppose you have the same names. That means now the output in this case will be. The output in this case will be. It should be this way. That is first x 96. Okay. Then on the basis of name, that is y will. First m will come. First m will come. Then it will be x and it will be y. So it's already arranged in this case. Suppose if it is something else, like suppose if I write over here x and then 96 over here, and then I write m, and then I write over here that is 70. Now if I am going to arrange it, so all you are going to get m, x, y, which is going down on the basis of name, that is alphabetical order, and then m is 70, so 70 will come over here. Then x is after x will come, so 96 will come over here. Then it will be y. So 54. So this will be the answer if you are arranging in alphabetical order of names. So then what happens? We are taking the primary field name as the names. So now the name becomes the primary field or the key field. So then what happens? What are the changes that you are going to make? There is a slight change. That's why I am not copying the code, I am not rewriting it. There is wherever there is a change, I am going to make sure that you should do it. So now what happens here is, the changes that we are going to make, it's only in the sorting part. The rest all remains the same. It's only at the sorting part that we make a change, and that too over here at this point. You can write n dot length, no problem, because both have the same length. Or to be more specific, write n dot length. You can change it that way, but however what happens, they both are having the same length, so you can use n dot length also, no problem. Then this is here that you have to make the changes. So what you are going to write? So is you will write over here nj dot compared to. If you remember, I had taught this one compared to nj plus 1 and close bracket and greater than equal to 0. Please remember, greater than equals to 0. So this is the only statement that you are going to write. You have to make the changes if you have a string type. Okay, the rest all remains the same throughout. There is no change at all. So remember, I have given you, if it is a alphabetical order, means always in ascending order. Okay, with a reference to names. So if it is a string type, what changes you have to make? You will make use of compared to function. So that is, since name becomes the key field or the primary field, so the condition is based on the primary field, and the swapping is carried out with all the fields that are there, including the primary field. So I guess you have understood the ways of sorting in case of multiple fields. If there are more than one field, there can be 2, there can be 3 also. So on what basis you are going to perform the sorting technique? You just identify the key field, identify the primary field, and on that basis swap up the rest of the fields. So I hope so that you are clear about what exactly that I have taught you. So please practice this, and the assignment I will be giving you one question. Once you solve this one, it will be very easy for you, and that's all you have for the sorting technique, and that's how we come to the end of your arrays as well. So take care, keep solving the questions from the question banks related to this particular topic as well as the chapter. And in case you have any problem, if you want to ask, you want to clarify, you are most welcome. Till then, take care. God bless each one.